I really don't know why people look at me so curiously when I tell them to just iron their paintings flat. Hi, so right now I am working on a book cover illustration. There's a little bit of a change I have to make. The tree in this illustration was originally going to be a pomegranate tree, and then after a discussion with the author we realised that in actual fact it should be this sort of very thorny tree bush kind of thing. So I'm just making the corrections to the drawing before I start hitting this with paint. So if you want to take a closer look at what I'm doing here, you can see how I'm making the changes to this tree. So, well before I was filming for YouTube, I made the classic, well, now classic, dungeon tile set. You know, the typical, well, not that one, the typical, here we go, 3x3 tile. And to be fair, these things were just painted up a basic grey. Along with a bunch of polystyrene packaging, you know, especially if it's got good shapes in it. And I just chopped these up, painted them a dark grey, and that was my go-to dungeon terrain for a while. And then of course I started making terrain in a much more polished manner. But just recently I had a reason to have to make a quick fix, and I used my dungeon tiles because I've got nothing else suitable. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to actually get these painted up, and so I've given them a fresh lick of paint in this more stony blue colour that I did my Dungeon of the Dead 3 in, so that they kind of work together. And yeah, I'm on to a bit of dry brushing for them now. So I've got a big old pile here to do, loads and loads of these sort of chunky bits that you know, make some interesting rooms, walls, whatever, and then a whole bunch of different shaped tiles, you know, smaller ones, square ones, long thin ones, just, you know, just to cover all eventualities basically. And got me an episode of Critical Role lined up to watch, and I'm going to be dry brushing for an hour or so, I guess. So here we go, I'm on to that. But before I dig into some binge TV, I'll just go through my dry brushing for stone. So if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that I am not a fan of painting things grey. Stone has a lot more going on than grey. We want it to read as a light stone colour, but I don't particularly want to paint just a flat neutral grey. So my tiles, or any sort of dungeon wall type stuff that I do, tends to start off either in a blue spectrum or in a red spectrum. So like this one here, it's painted black initially. Excuse the traffic out there. It's painted black initially, and then it's given a very sort of light blue dry brush, heavy brush, followed then by a very dark purplish blue wash or glaze, and that's all left to dry. So that would be where you'd ordinarily do a black wash, maybe, if you're more traditionalist about your dungeon tiles. And then, as you can see here, I've got a pool of colours. So I've got my flat grey, I've added a blue, and I've added a purple, so that I can just pull those into my mix as needed, and of course white to make it nice and light. And then that's what I lightly dry brush over the top of those deeper colours. So this is kind of almost a very grey lilac colour that I'm working with, and I find that much more aesthetically pleasing than just flat grey, you know, with black washes. So there you go, that's my little colour palette really for dungeon tiles or walls. And action.
The things we make our girlfriends do for the love of our art. This is setting up a photo shoot for the book cover that you've seen in previous montages. Just need a girl figure in bits and pieces, which, you know, she doesn't often spend in that kind of way. Anyway, thank you. I'll thank you. Get back to it.
So I've got to do this bit on my camera because my DSLR is set up here, ready to record what I'm doing down here, which is the continuation of this book cover commission. I've got my reference photo set up here on the iPad, along with a few other reference photos from the bit you've just seen. And now I'm going to be painting the figure here. Sorry for wobbling the camera around a lot. Here we go. So painting the figure here in the cover. Long way to go yet, but I'll give you a little insight now into me painting that. So cue the time lapse. So I love being outdoors in nature, which is why I enjoy painting nature, wildlife, even if it is fantastical. But
when I want to get away from doing the art, if I'm not going out on a nice hike, I come down to my allotment, which I'm getting ready this year for the coming summer. It's a beautiful morning today, so that fills my week up as well. And getting outside into nature is well, it's really invigorating. It really gives you a break from being sat in the studio hour after hour after hour, night or day, whichever. So yeah, I definitely recommend get yourself some outdoor space if you can. If you're fortunate enough to own a garden, great. I'm not. So anyway, there you go. This is my allotment. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. So after a good day at the allotment, been very productive. On the way back, found this little treasure. Hang on, let's turn the camera around so you can see it. So yeah, look at that. Looks like the drum. It's the drum from a washing machine, but that's going to make some impressive bit of miniatures resources. I'm going to be stripping that down soon. So yeah, really impressed. Definitely a good day at the allotment. Okay, time to strip this bad boy down and see what I can get out of it, I guess. It's going to take me a while, so I'm going to speed the video up. I'm going to put a beard clipper on, an hour of great vlog content. So yeah, you should definitely check out the beard. Here we go. Need my one big sturdy screwdriver. See you in a little bit.
Hello and welcome to Hobby Vlog number 68. It has been a very busy the true tradition of this channel. I'm about to do something for the first time, and I'm going to have the camera rolling, and I've no idea whether it's going to work out. So what I have here, if I just adjust that very slightly, is the Green Stuff World down a river, but I'm also
okay, that isn't working. So change of tack, and
so it's going to fit
yeah, I'm going to try cutting it. See how this goes.
Yeah, hopefully this is going to be fun and I'm not going to feel too sad.
Okay, so originally I thought I could, there's these clips right here, I thought I could just pop those and this would just open up. I thought that's what was creating the sort of the watertight seal between these two parts. Anyway, that wasn't working, as you can see. So, got out the Dremel. That's made a lot of mess, ruined my cup of tea. But also I've got areas like this whole big kind of construction here that the Dremel's going to be really difficult to get around. Well, actually no, the Dremel's going to work better here thinking about it, because what I've done is I've swapped to my saw, because that's giving me a nice straight cut on these sort of flatter, less detailed areas. So whatever it ends up being, it can sit on the flat surface more readily. But here I'm going to have to carry on with the Dremel and cut around some of these shapes. I want to kind of retain some of the interest that's here. And
But because I'm using the Dremel, sorry Beard, I've had to turn you off because I can't hear you and you have interesting stuff to tell me. So I will be back to you. Okay mate, see you in a bit. Okay, this bit, the drum part, can go out of the way. I have other plans for that maybe. So this is the bit that I'm after initially. A great piece of detail there. So, come in, have a closer look. Oh, okay, so this is the piece that I really wanted to get hold of. So obviously it's going to be an industrial piece as opposed to my fantasy as I normally do. But yeah, so my initial thinking is something grimdark or Necromunda. Maybe a battle arena. Maybe a kind of grim dark Colosseum. Yeah, I'll have to think about this base area here, so I might need to extend some walls down, I guess, but that gives me place to put a bit more detail. Now I'm actually thinking it through, I might actually think about sort of chopping a section so that can come away to allow easier access for play, maybe. Yeah, okay. I definitely like this idea. Right, now, okay, so you guys, you need to tell me, does that fit Necromunda or Grimdark? I've never played them. I can't afford Necromunda, so I don't own that. Hopefully soon, maybe one day. But yeah, actually, I'll tell you what, here's an idea. I'm really super impressed with how my subscriber base has built so quickly over these last few months. So, what about you guys give me a suggestion of what this could actually be, and I will make that my hitting 500 subscribers video. So let's hear what those suggestions are, because I'm really stoked to have a crack at this. I haven't done that much in the way of industrial terrain, and I think that would be the perfect opportunity for when I hit that 500 subscribers. So I'm really keen for you to tell me what it is you think I should make from this. Stick that down in the comments down there. And then when I hit that 500 subscribers, I will take the best of those suggestions and put a video together for it. And let's see where we can take this. Now, sadly, whilst cutting this out, that bit of detail around there, well,
it did burn out my my Dremel. Oh well. Fortunately, I do have 2 of them. They were donated to me a few years back, so they didn't really cost me any money. But I think what I'm going to do is send this up to the great terrain god in the sky, and bits I can salvage from this will end up in this build. So it's a combined build now with extra details. Anyway, there we go. Just thought I'd let you know that. Oh well.